Meal Prep Monday. Good morning. Happy Monday. Okay, you guys, so I'm getting right into it. You know me, I get right into it. We're gonna do a meal prep video. It is a Meal Prep Monday. Not a thing I do every Monday, but it happens to be a Monday and I have to prep some stuff because I bought groceries a few days ago and now I need to prep it so it doesn't go bad, because this is why I purchased so much. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make my copycat Starbucks egg bakes. They're potato, chive, and cheddar egg bakes. I have that on my blog. I'm gonna make it to have in the fridge and the freezer. And then I'm also going to make a white chicken chili. The recipe is from Bon Appetit magazine or their website. And then I'm trying to think as I speak to you guys, the third thing that I have to prep. I'm making tuna pasta salad, mostly for my kids. My daughter loves it, so I want to have that in the fridge for her. It might be one more thing. I have chicken meatballs that I prepped. I was thinking of making them again, but we'll see. Definitely, we're making egg bakes and we're making green chili to have ready in the fridge for the week. Let's go. By the way, I don't know what week this is. I think it's week 4 now, but it's week 5 of doing the Couch to 5K program. I did day 1 today, so I'm very proud of myself. So it looks like I'm back on my schedule of Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. It's getting, into more longer runs. Like tomorrow I have to do like 3 run sessions, 2 1/4 mile and the other 1/2 mile, or 3/4 of a mile, and another like 1/2 mile in between, like a little bit of walking. And then on day 3 I have to run for 20 minutes straight, or 2 miles. So it's getting there, but today was pretty good. I was very tired just because I didn't get enough sleep, but I had a good run. I didn't record myself or did anything in the gym. So I'm gonna make coffee. It is 10 a.m. I have not had coffee. I have not had anything to eat. So it's time for me to make some coffee. And then I'm gonna make the egg bakes first so that I can have some as soon as they're out of the oven. I like my old school coffee maker. Like, I just love it. I already poured myself a cup of coffee. Hey girl, this girl's harassing me. She wants ice. Anyway, got my coffee, 1/2 and 1/2, cinnamon. I am gonna show you the ingredients for. Okay, you guys, here is my prep for the potato bakes. I'm gonna bake it here. You can use an individual muffin pan if you like. I have my pan ready to heat up. So these are all the ingredients that you're gonna need. I got chives here. I already cut up the potato, red potato. I used this. I used 2 bigger than this. It was like the medium size. This is pretty small. So 2 bigger red potatoes, some chopped white onion, eggs, of course, pepper, some smoked paprika. This is not in the ingredients list for the Starbucks one, but I like adding just a touch. Salt, hot sauce, Dijon mustard, cottage cheese, and some extra sharp white cheddar is my favorite, but you can use Monterey Jack, pretty much the yellow cheddar, any cheese you like. Not American though, but like a good cheddar is my favorite. Obviously is cheddar baked, so you want a good cheddar, yellow or white, but I have used Monterey Jack and it was delicious that way too. And of course you need this because you have to shred your own cheese. Do not argue with me, shred your own cheese. But yeah, I'm gonna get started. First, I'm gonna saute the potatoes and onions first, and I have avocado oil that I use here. Just a touch. So the potatoes take the longest, which is why I'm gonna add them first. Okay, you guys, so I have salt, pepper, and a little bit of paprika in here. I use just a touch of paprika, about 1/8 of a teaspoon, not a lot. Again, the recipe's on my blog. I'm gonna post a link so you have the measurements there. Heat in the oven, so I preheat to 400. Okay, so while that's cooking, I have my dish here ready, and I buttered it all over, and I have my shredded cheese here. I am gonna put some cheese at the bottom, and then the rest I'm gonna top the egg mixture with. You will see. The potatoes are just slightly done, so I'm gonna turn it off so they can cool down a bit. And I'm gonna work on the egg mixture. I have a couple of eggs here, so I'm gonna use 2 of these, and I'm gonna use 6 of this. It's a total of 8 eggs. I'm not measuring, you guys, but again, I just letting you know the recipe's on my blog and you have measurements there. I've made this enough times that I know how I like it. I don't use a lot of salt because the potatoes are salted and cottage cheese has salt as well. I'm gonna use about half of this container since I use about 8 ounces or 1 cup. in the oven, which is, by the way, it's not ready. I'm getting ready to take it out. I prepped the ingredients, was just lay everything out really. Excuse me, chop some more onions, got everything out for the green chili, or no, white chicken chili. I will post a link to the recipe. It's not my recipe, it's Bon Appetit's, so I don't have it on my blog, but these are the ingredients, give or take. It asks for broth. I don't have broth, so I'm using this plus water, and I only use 1 can of beans. The recipe calls for 2 cans of beans. Everything else is pretty much according to the recipe. Let's get the eggs out of the oven. I'm not measuring, but it calls for 2 tablespoons. Right now I'm gonna add some sriracha, but just want you to see they don't fall apart or anything. So good. Okay, that is simmering. This is done. I already ate. So what I'm gonna do now is prep the tuna salad. I made this last night. I already prepped the tricolor pasta last night. To this, I'm gonna add tuna, some onion powder, and mayo. That is it. My kid doesn't like chunks of onions or veggies in there. But she will devour it with just mayo and onion powder, and a little salt. Now I'm gonna make my tuna salad with the tuna and oil, another Bon Appetit magazine recipe, tuna, Dijon mustard, mayo, cilantro, celery, capers, and red onion. And I've made this before, I've posted this before. I'm obsessed with this tuna salad, so I'm prepping to have some in the fridge. I am ready to clean up this mess. But I have the tuna here prepped with all the veggies, and I'm just gonna add the mayo and Dijon. Okay, one last look. This is the chicken chili after I let it simmer for a bit and reduce the potato cheddar egg bakes. And this is my tuna salad with capers, cilantro, red onion, and celery. And this is the kid-friendly tuna pasta salad with no veggies, but just as delicious. It just has mayo and onion powder, just like my kid likes it. Thank you for coming along with me for my meal prep. I have a breakfast, a lunch, and a dinner. So the chili, I'm just gonna stick in the fridge, freeze some of it probably. Then the egg bakes, I stick in my soft freeze section of my refrigerator, but you can also freeze them. And then I just heat them up in the air fryer or the microwave. I prefer the air fryer, but the microwave is just fine. And they freeze really well and last a long time. But we eat them quick. I've had the longest a couple of pieces that remained after a month and ate them and they were just fine. So I'm going to, once they fully cool down, is when I'm gonna stick them. I wrap them in wax paper or parchment paper and stick them in a Ziploc bag, kind of flat and already a bit separated, so I don't have to worry. Although it's a soft freeze, so I can easily pull them apart. But when I do put them in the freezer, that's what I do. I just put them in the portions that I'm gonna eat them off, kind of separate them off and put them flat on the paper, and then just stick them in the bag, the freezer bag, label them, and put them in the freezer. So I don't think the chili is gonna last that long for me to freeze, but you can also freeze that. The tuna obviously cannot be frozen, but I don't make a ton of it, and I will eat it in the next 2 to 3 days. I look like a hot mess, like I've been slaving in the kitchen. Now I just have to clean, which isn't too bad because I try to clean as I go, but I do have to kind of put my kitchen back how it was. Talk to you guys later.